Hello, this is the Progressive Cynic, and in this video I will be discussing how blue states are the producer states and red states are the welfare states. In modern American politics, the right wing has become obsessed with the scourge of the welfare bum. They believe that there is this horde of non-productive welfare bums who suck all the money out of the system and overburden the poor, really overworked producers. It is these people who are to blame for all of our economic problems, and it is these people who really don't deserve the welfare money that they're getting. The Republicans use this frankly unrealistic and completely nonsensical scourge to justify the evisceration of every welfare program which is aimed at serving those who are actually needy. On the other hand, they tend to support ones which actually help out those who don't need money, i.e. in food bill, where they cut welfare for anyone who actually needs food. I know it's shocking. People actually need to eat, even if they're poor. They would cut all the SNAP benefits, but they would add in more, well, agri-pork for big agribusiness. And these are not non-profitable companies. These are immensely profitable companies, and giving them a little bit of welfare is just the icing on the top of their profit margin. But when we look at things, when we look at matters of welfare at a state level, we see the real picture. Ironically, while these right-wingers will rail against the welfare bombs, it is their states which actually take the most welfare. Statistically speaking, red states tend to be welfare states, while blue states tend to be producer states. When we look at the amount of money that a state takes from the federal government in comparison with the amount of money it gives into the federal trust through tax revenue, we see this pattern emerging where the more conservative a state is, the more likely it is that it will be a welfare state. For example, New Jersey, Nevada, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Illinois, Delaware, California, New York, and Colorado are the 10 of the states which give the most into the federal government compared to the benefits that they take out. New Jersey is the top one. It only receives 61 cents in benefits for every dollar it puts into the federal government. As you can obviously tell if you followed partisan politics, the only state on this list, which is a red state, is Nevada. And even then, that's more of a purple state. I mean, Harry Reid is from Nevada. When we look at the 10 states which take the most amount of welfare from the federal government, we're left with New Mexico, Mississippi, Alaska, Louisiana, West Virginia, North Dakota, Alabama, South Dakota, Kentucky, and Virginia. Now, other than Virginia, all of these states tend to swing Republican. That's fairly damning right there. New Mexico, the biggest welfare state, takes $2.03 for every dollar it puts into the federal government. Now, no one can argue that that is not a big disparity. They get more than double the amount of money they put into the federal government back. Look, this all comes down to a central hypocrisy, which makes the right wing so irritating. See, I'm a progressive. I don't care that these red states are taking more money. If they need it and their people actually require these social programs, I don't begrudge them taking this welfare money. That said, they do. They demonize welfare bums, or the people they call welfare bums, but they fail to realize that's them. On a state level, The red states are the welfare states, and they demonize everyone for something that they've done. In fact, they use this demonization to justify cutting the welfare for everyone who actually needs it. I mean, it's a ridiculous fight. Us lefties are fighting to protect the right of us to give money to the people who are demonizing welfare bombs. It's, oh, have a little shame, keep taking the money from these blue states, and shut up. Don't demonize people who take money, and if you want to do that, you have a perfectly acceptable way to do that without being hypocritical. You can stop taking that extra $1.03 from the federal trust. Just take back what you put in. I will eagerly await some red states to start signing on to this, but I'm not that optimistic about them actually growing a sense of hypocrisy. Look, whenever you hear Republicans yelling about, oh, these welfare bombs, you need to realize the real welfare bombs are the Republicans. I'm not trying to demonize them that way. It's just that's what the statistics show. And any Republican from one of these states who starts demonizing the individual welfare recipients is simply being a hypocrite. Or they could be stupid and just not know about this. That's also a possibility, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt in saying that I don't think that all of them are complete idiots. Thank you. This has been The Progressive Cynic. Please follow my blog at theprogressivecynic.com and follow my YouTube channel.